decreasing pattern. Look carefully here at this pattern. 2, 5, 8, 11. What we will notice here? We will notice that numbers are getting bigger or getting larger, while we have decreasing pattern. What's a decreasing pattern? Decreasing pattern means the numbers are getting smaller or getting decreased, like 14, 12, 10, and so on. What will we notice here? We will notice that numbers are getting smaller. 12 is smaller than 14, 10 is smaller than 12, and so on. Okay? Now let's explore the following patterns. Look carefully here at the following numbers: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and so on. What will we notice here? We will notice that each time we are adding 2. If I add 2 plus 2, the result equals 4. 4 plus 2, the result equals 6. 6 plus 2, the result equals 8. So each time we are adding a constant number or a fixed number, which is 2. So the numbers are getting increased. So each time we are adding what? Adding 2. Okay, fine. Yeah, great, Sama. Each time we skip counting by 2. Great. So this pattern is increasing pattern. Why? Because numbers are getting bigger. They are getting larger. Each time we are adding 2. Adding 2 means the pattern rule is plus 2. So plus 2 is called a pattern rule. What's meant by pattern rule? It means that each time we are adding 2. Okay? Now look here at this pattern. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. What will we notice here? Look carefully. What will we notice here? You can type in the chat if you know the answer. Yeah, we are getting decreased by 5. Excellent, Noor and Sama, bravo. Each time we are subtracting 5. 45 minus 5 equals 40. 40 minus 5 equals 35. 35 minus 30 equals 30, and so on. Excellent, bravo. So each time we are subtracting 5. So the pattern rule is what? The pattern rule is minus 5. Okay, great, bravo. Each time we are subtracting 5, so the pattern rule is minus 5. And the pattern is decreasing pattern. Why it's decreasing? Because numbers are getting smaller. 45, 40, 35, 30, and so on. Okay? Yeah, Farida, it's minus 5, not 5. 5 means we are adding 5, so it's minus 5. Because numbers are getting decreased, or numbers are decreased. So what are the patterns rule? What are the pattern rules? Plus 2 in the first pattern is the pattern rule because each time we are adding 2. While the pattern rule for the second question is minus 5. Each time we are subtracting 5. Okay, Hamza, pay attention, my dear. I repeat now, pay attention. We have in the first example 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What will we notice? We will notice that each time we are adding 2. Okay, each time we are adding 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 2 equals 6. 6 plus 2 equals 8, and so on. So the pattern rule is plus 2 because each time we are adding 2. Okay? So this pattern is increasing pattern. And the pattern rule is plus 2 each time we are adding 2. Okay? While in the second example, 45, 40, 35, 30. What will we notice here? We will notice that numbers are getting smaller. So each time we are subtracting. If the numbers are getting smaller, we are subtracting. Subtracting what? 45 becomes 40. It means each time we are subtracting 5, okay? So 45 minus 5 equals 40. Let's check the second number. 40 minus 5 equals 35. 35 minus 5 equals 30. Okay? Yeah, great, Yahya, bravo. Now, how to determine the pattern rule? Yeah, you can ask yourself, Miss Nada, how to know I'll add 2 or subtract 5? How do I know? We have the following steps to determine the pattern rule. First, you have to look carefully at the pattern and determine whether it's increasing pattern or decreasing pattern. If the pattern is increasing pattern, so we are adding, we put the plus sign, okay? But if the pattern is decreasing pattern, so each time we are subtracting, okay? Then subtract the first two numbers or each two consecutive numbers to determine the pattern rule or the number increasing or decreased or the fixed number. Apply the pattern rule to complete the pattern. Okay, now look carefully at this example. Look carefully at this pattern, 2, 4, 6, 8. First, we have to apply. How, Miss Nada? First, the pattern is increasing or decreasing? 2, 4, 6, 8. You can type in the chat. Yeah, great. Great, Noor and Yahya, bravo. The pattern is increasing. Increasing by what each time? Subtract each two consecutive numbers. Subtract 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 equals what? Equals 2. Each time we are adding 2. So I put plus sign. Why plus? Because the pattern is increasing. So each time we are adding. Adding what? Subtract 4 minus 2 equals 2. So each time we are adding 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Let's check again. Subtract 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 equals 2 also. And the numbers increasing. So I put plus sign. So each time we are adding 2. Great, Sama. Bravo. So 6 plus 2 equals 8. Huh? The second one, the next one will be 8 plus 2 equals 10. The next one, 10 plus 2 equals 12. Great. Bravo, bravo. Excellent. 12 plus 2 equals 14. 14 plus 2 equals 16. 16 plus 2 equals 18. 18 plus 2 equals 20. Great, bravo. So now we can see that this pattern is increasing pattern because numbers are getting larger. And the pattern rule is plus 2 because each time we are adding 2. Great. The next pattern, 45, 40, 35, 30. Can you tell me the pattern is increasing or decreasing? The pattern is decreasing because numbers are getting smaller. So decreased by what? Subtract the first two numbers. 45 minus 40. Count from small to big. After 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So the result equals 5. Ask yourself, the pattern is increasing or decreasing? The pattern is decreasing pattern. So I will subtract. If it's decreasing pattern, I will subtract. 45 minus 5 equals 40. Let's check again. Subtract. 40 minus 35 equals what? Count from small to big. After 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. How many fingers? 5. And the pattern is decreasing. 4 decreased to be 35. So we are subtracting 5. 35 minus 5 equals 30. So the pattern rule here is minus 5. The pattern rule is minus 5. Now subtract 30 minus 5. How to subtract 30 minus 5, Miss Nada? We can subtract it by counting back strategy, my dear students. Put 5 fingers and count back by 5 steps. Before 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. So the result is 25. The second one, we will subtract 25 also. 25 minus 5 equals 20. 20 minus 5 equals 15. 15 minus 5, count back by 5 steps. We are subtracting 5 each time, so counting back by 5 steps. Before 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Great. Then subtract 10 minus 5 equals 5. 5 minus 5 equals 0. Great, Anas. Great, Noor. Bravo. Excellent, my dear students. Very good. So this pattern is decreasing pattern, and we are subtracting each 2 consecutive numbers to get the difference, and the pattern rule is minus 5. Why minus, Miss Nada? Because the numbers are decreased, are getting decreased. Okay, lesson 74, the apply part. Complete the number pattern, write the next 2 numbers. Okay? Lesson 74, the pattern rule is written already for us. So we're gonna apply the pattern rule. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 2 equals 6. 6 plus 2 equals 8. 8 plus 2 equals 10. After 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 2 equals 12. My dear, don't confuse yourself by writing in the book. Only pay attention and you can write it right, and you can copy the answers from the recorded session, okay? Question number 2. 0 becomes 3, and 3 becomes 6, and 6 becomes 9. The pattern is increasing or decreasing pattern. Number is getting increased or decreased. Ask yourself, the pattern is increasing, great. So each time I will write plus. Plus what? Subtract the 2 consecutive numbers. 3 minus 0 equals 3. So each time we are adding 3. To make sure, look at 3 and 6. Subtract the big minus the small. 6 minus 3 equals 3. And then ask yourself, 3 becomes 6, so the pattern is increasing pattern. So I will write plus. Now ask yourself, 0 plus 3 equals 3. Yeah, we are right. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Now 6 plus 3 equals 9. So now each time we are adding 3. 9 plus 3 equals 12. And 12 plus 3 equals 15. Great. Each time we are adding 3. Because the pattern is increasing pattern, so we will write plus. The next one. The next one. Look carefully at the pattern. The pattern is increasing pattern. 10 becomes 15, 15 becomes 20, and 20 becomes 25. So the pattern is increasing pattern. Increasing by what? The pattern is increasing by 5. 10 becomes 15. Okay? First subtract the first 2 numbers. 15 minus 10. After 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we are adding 5. 15 and 20. Look carefully. 15 becomes 20. 15 plus 5 equals 20. 20 plus 5 equals 25. Now we're going to add 25 plus 5 after 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 plus 5, 30 in your mind and 5 on your fingers. After 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, great. Bravo, Hamza, Omar, and Malak. Great. Now we're gonna complete the lesson. 20, 30, 40, 50. Ask yourself, the pattern is increasing or decreasing? Yeah, it's increasing. Miss Nada, numbers are getting larger. So each time we are adding. Adding what? Subtract each two consecutive numbers. 30 minus 20. 30 minus 20. 30 minus 20 equals 10. Great. So each time we are adding 10 because the pattern is increasing pattern. 20 plus 10 equals 30. 30 plus 10 equals 40. 40 plus 10 equals 50. 50 plus 10 equals 60. 60 plus 10 equals 70. Okay? Bravo, great. The next one. 5, 7, 9, 11. Look carefully and decide the pattern is increasing or decreasing. Yeah, it's increasing pattern. So each time we are adding 2. Okay? How do you know, Miss Nada, we are adding 2? Subtract the big number minus the small number. 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 equals 2. Great. So each time we are adding 2. 5 plus 2 equals 7. 7 plus 2 equals 9. 9 plus 2 equals 11. 11 plus 2 equals what? 11 in your mind and 2 on your fingers. After 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 2, 13 in your mind and 2 on your fingers. After 13, 14, 15. Great. Now, the next question. 12, 14, 16, 18. The pattern is increasing or decreasing? Yeah, great, Maya, bravo. Great, Rujaina, bravo. The pattern is increasing pattern, great. So we will add or subtract. We will add or subtract. Yeah, great, Yahya and Kenda and Anas, bravo. We will add. Why, Miss Nada? Because the pattern is increasing. Adding what? Subtract each two consecutive numbers. 14 minus 12. Pay attention, my dear students. In subtraction, big number must be the first. So I'll subtract 14 minus 12. Count from small to big. After 12, 13, 14. How many fingers? 2. So we will add 2 each time. To make sure that we are adding 2 each time, 12 plus 2, 12 plus 2 equals 14. 14 plus 2, 14 in your mind and 2 in your fingers. After 14, 15, 16. 16 plus 2, 16 in your mind and 2 in your fingers. After 16, 17, 18. 18 plus 2, 18 in your mind and 2 in your fingers. After 18, 19, 20. 20 plus 2, 20 in your mind and 2 in your fingers. After 20, 21, 22. Great, my dear students, bravo. Okay, the last one in this lesson, 4, 8, 12, 16. The pattern is increasing pattern or decreasing pattern? Yeah, bravo, it's increasing pattern. Great, so bravo. So it's increasing pattern. So each time we are adding. Adding what? Adding what? Subtract the first two numbers. Big number minus small number. 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 equals 4. And each time we are adding 4. Why? Because the number are getting increased or the number are getting larger. 4 plus 4 equals 8. 8 plus 4, 8 in your mind and 4 in your fingers. After 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus 4, 12 in your mind and 4 on your fingers. After 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 plus 4, 16 in your mind and 4 on your fingers. After 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 plus 4, 20 in your mind and 4 in your fingers. After 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Great. The next question, lesson 76, sorry. Identify the rule, draw a line to match the pattern to its rule and complete the pattern. Here we have some patterns and we're gonna explore the pattern rule and complete the pattern, okay? Look carefully at the first pattern, 75, 66, 57. Oh, the pattern is decreasing pattern. 75 decreased to become 66. 66 decreased to become 57. So now we are subtracting. Now we are subtracting because the pattern is decreasing pattern. Subtracting what? Subtracting what? Subtract each two consecutive numbers. We will subtract 75 minus 66 to get the difference. Count from small number to big number. After 66, 67, all of you count with me. All of you count with me on your fingers. We will count from 66 to 75. After 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. How many fingers do we have? 9. Great. So each time we are subtracting 9. To make sure again, subtract 66 minus 57. Count from small to big. After 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, and 66. How many fingers do we have? 9 fingers, bravo. So we will subtracting 9 each time. Why subtracting, Miss Nada? Why subtracting? Because the pattern is decreasing pattern. Now we're gonna match. The pattern rule is minus 9. Because each time we are subtracting 9. So now let's complete the pattern. 57 minus 9. Each time we are subtracting 9. 57 minus 9. 57 minus 9 equals what? Equals 48. We will subtract by counting back strategy. 57 minus 9. We can solve it by the counting back, or we can write in the draft 57 minus 9. Right or wrong? Of course, right. Don't forget to write 9 in the ones, okay? Now you can subtract 7 minus 9. Big number on the top. Big number up, 7 minus 9. Big number up? No. So what will we do? We go to the next number and knock, knock, knock. 5, can you please give me 1? 5 will say, okay. So 7 becomes 17 and 5 becomes 4. Now you can count from small number to big number. By 5 and 7, now we have new numbers which are 4 and 17. Count from small number to the big number. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How many fingers do we have? 8. So I will write 8. Here I have an invisible 0. Here I have an invisible 0. 4 minus 0 equals 4. So the result equals 48. Now you can subtract 48 minus 9. You can do it by the same way. You can write 48 minus 9 equals 39. Okay? Again, you can subtract 39 minus 9 equals 30. 30 minus 9 equals 21. 21 minus 9 equals 12, and so on. Okay? The next question. 30, 40, 50. Yeah, the numbers are getting increased. The numbers are getting increased, Miss Nada. Increased by what? Increased by what? If it's increasing pattern, so I will write plus. Increased by what? Subtract 40 minus 30. 40 minus 30 equals 10. 40 minus 30. 0 minus 0 equals 0. And 4 minus 3 equals 1. So each time we are adding 10. Why 10? Why adding? Because the pattern is increasing. So 30 plus 10 equals 40. 40 plus 10 equals 50. 50 plus 10 equals 60. The pattern rule is plus 10. 60 plus 10 equals 70. 70 plus 10 equals 80. We are skip counting by 10. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Okay? The next question, 12, 18, 24. The pattern is increasing pattern. Increasing pattern, so write plus. Increasing pattern, write plus. Plus what, Miss Nada? Subtract each two consecutive numbers. 18 minus 12. Count from small to big. After 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many fingers do we have? 6 fingers. So each time we are adding 6. Subtract 24 minus 18. It's equal 6 also. So each time we are adding 6. Why adding? Because the pattern is increasing pattern. So the pattern rule is plus 6. 24 plus 6. Great, Yahya, bravo, you do great job. 24 plus 6. 24 in my mind and 6 on my fingers. After 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 plus 6. I said to you before, if I have 30 plus 6, it's 36. If I have 40 plus 2, it's 42, okay? You can do it mentally. So 30 plus 6 equals 36, okay? 36 plus 6, 36 in your mind and 6 on your fingers. After 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. 42 plus 6, 42 in your mind and 6 in your fingers. After 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. The last one can be done by the same way. 48 plus 6 equals 54. Okay? The next question, 66, 70, 74. The pattern is increasing pattern? Yeah, great, it's increasing pattern, bravo. Increasing pattern, so I will write plus. Increasing pattern, I will write plus. Plus what? Subtract each two consecutive numbers. 66 and 70. I'll subtract 66 minus 70. Do you agree? Do you agree to subtract 66 minus 70? Of course not. In subtraction, big number must be the first. So I will subtract 70 minus 66. And we will count from small number to big number. Great, Kendall. So count from small number to big number. After 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Great. So the difference is 4. And each time we are adding. Why adding, Miss Nada? Because the pattern is increasing pattern. Again, 74 minus 70 equals 4 also. So each time we are adding 4. Now match to the pattern rule. So the pattern rule is plus 4. Why plus? Because the pattern is increasing. Now 74 plus 4, 74 in your mind and 4 on your fingers. After 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. 78 plus 4, after 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. Each time we are adding 4. 82 plus 4 equals 86. 86 plus 4 equals 90. 90 plus 4, again 90 plus 4, you can do it mentally. 90 plus 4 equals 94. 30 plus 2 equals 32. 50 plus 8 equals 58, okay? So 90 plus 4 equals 94. Great. Now, question number 5. 90, 80, 70. The pattern is increasing pattern or decreasing pattern? It's decreasing pattern. Why? Because numbers are getting smaller. So we will write minus because it's decreasing. Minus what, Miss Nada? Subtract each two consecutive numbers. 90 minus 80. Count from small number to big number. After 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. So each time we are subtracting 10. Okay? So this is the pattern rule. Now match it to the pattern rule. Minus 10. You can do it mentally. 90 becomes 80, 80 becomes 70. What comes after 70? 60, then 50, 40, 30, and 20. Okay? The last one, 27 becomes 24, becomes 21. What happened here? Numbers are increasing or decreasing? Yeah, great, bravo. Numbers are getting decreased. Decreased by what? It's decreased, so I will write minus. Minus what? Count from small number to the big number. After 24, 25, 26, 27. So we are subtracting 3. Let's check again. Count from 21 to 24. After 21, 22, 23, 24. So we are subtracting 3. Match it to the pattern rule. 21 minus 3. 21 minus 3. We can do it by counting back strategy, or we can do it by subtraction. By subtraction with regrouping. 21 minus 3. 1 minus 3. Do you agree? Do you agree that I can subtract 3 from 1? Of course not. This is not right. So what will we gonna do? We will go to the next number and knock, knock, knock. 12, can you please give me 1? 12 will say, 2 will say, okay. So 2 becomes 1 and 1 becomes 11. Now by 2 and 1, and we count from small number to big number. 11 minus 3, count from small to big. After 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many fingers do we have? 8. 1 minus 0 equals 1. So the result equals 18. 18 minus 3 equals 15. 15 minus 3 equals 12. 12 minus 3, you can do it by the counting back strategy. You can count back by 3 steps. Before 12, 11, 10, then 9. Okay? So the result equals 9. 9 minus 3 equals 6. Okay? Now we reach the end of our session. Thank you for paying attention. We can finish only the math journal part. In the math journal part, reflect on your learning, create a number pattern that involves addition or subtraction. We have the following pattern: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. As we said in the first semester, we are keep counting by 5. Each time we are adding 5. So the pattern rule is plus